WATE 6 on your side. Legal analyst Greg Isaacs is here now to talk about abortion laws in Tennessee after the overturning of Roe v. Wade. As always, thank you for joining us.
Lori, it's good to be here.
We're getting a lot of questions, Greg, right now about where things stand. So let's go over what Tennessee's abortion law is right now and what's coming up next.
If anyone ever wondered what the most powerful constitutional branch of government was, whether it was the executive, the president, the legislature, or the judiciary, they learned with a stroke of a pen in Dobbs versus Jackson Women's Health. The Supreme Court overturned 50 years of jurisprudence, Roe versus Wade, and what does it mean for us here in Tennessee? Lori, we are a trigger state, but in the interim, here's the law in Tennessee as we sit here today. On June 28th, the Sixth Circuit vacated an injunction that had the heartbeat ban on abortion law basically on hold since 2020. That law has now kicked in. It's illegal to have an abortion beyond 6 weeks. To have an abortion, you have to see 2 physicians within 48 hours, a very small window, making it virtually impractical.
So now, that's in effect now.
30 days from when the opinion of Dobbs becomes final, when it's published by the Supreme Court 30 days later, and we anticipate that'll be in mid-July. Then there is a complete ban with a limited exception in Tennessee, and that is the health of the mother as it relates to abortion. So there is no federal constitutional right to abortion. It has reverted to the states, and Tennessee has a very strong and swift law that has now become into play.
I think there's been some confusion. Some people have said it's abortion ban, period. Some people don't realize that harm to the mother is included in this.
And this is a situation where you need to be knowledgeable and don't get your news from Twitter or Instagram or whatever. Know what the law is here. And it's important, if you are the female, you're the person, you're not the one going to be punished. But if a doctor performs an illegal procedure, an abortion, and violates this law, it is a Class E felony.
What kind of time could they face?
A Class C felony, 1 to 2 years, but you have licensure issues, so very significant. And Lori, this is how the law and medicine has collided. Over the weekend, I'm seeing cases where people, before doctors are performing procedures, hospitals and doctors are consulting their attorneys as they're going forward. So with the stroke of a pen, we have learned the Supreme Court is the most powerful voice in the land. Chief Justice Roberts kind of signaled he was in the middle, that he would go with a less stringent version of a ban on abortion. But Justice Clarence Thomas signaled that there's other things in the horizon, issues regarding the constitutionality of same-sex marriage and contraception. So Supreme Court watchers, we're going to wait and see.
They're looking at what's next on the frontier. All right, Greg, thank you.
Thank you.
If you have a legal question for Greg, you can reach out to him by emailing askisaacs@wate.com. And remember, we talk with Greg every Wednesday at 5:30 right here on WATE 6 on your side.